Good evening. Welcome to the May 4th Clark County Fire District 6 Board of Commissioners meeting. This time I'd like to call the meeting to order and ask that you join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. This time I'd ask for any additions to the agenda.
I would like, I don't know if it's on here, I would like to talk about the sheriff's office
Okay.
initiative.
Yep.
Or that they're putting on the August ballot.
Okay. We can add that in under new business.
New business, that'd be
Yeah.
great. Okay.
Okay. We'll need to read and approve, post as necessary, the minutes of our April 19th regular meeting.
Move for approval and post as required.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Correspondence this evening. I did see two items in our folders.
Yes, the first item is a letter to Chief Maurer from the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation regarding the death of Joe Killian, and stating that it meets the, offering condolences. It says it meets the criteria for inclusion on the National Firefighters Memorial in Emmitsburg, Maryland. And his family will receive notification of that. And that ceremony will be Memorial Weekend, May 6th and 7th of 2023.
Okay.
The next item was a thank you note from Emily, I think I'm saying that right, Reynolds, a cadet, to Chief Maurer, thanking for all the help to succeed. She received the Distinguished Graduate Award and thanking for all the support of cadets.
Oh, great.
Nice.
Very nice. Is the cadet program, is it wrapped up for the year now, or?
No, it goes to mid-June.
Okay, right when school's out.
I saw on Facebook that there was some transition of
Leadership.
New leadership,
Kind
yeah.
of getting ready for the end of the year, yeah. It's going well.
Good. Thank you. Citizen communication. Citizens viewing this evening's meeting on the Fire District 6 YouTube channel, you have the opportunity to submit questions using the chat feature. Those can be typed in and those will be monitored throughout this evening's meeting. Committee reports. Health and safety report. Chief Russell?
Yeah, I think number 9 in your packet is the health and safety report. Just a lot of nicks and dings here in the last month. One that was a claim that did get filed was a previous foot injury that was kind of aggravated while advancing hose and training. Not mentioned in the injury report, but will probably be in the next one, but I'd like to just notify the board. We did have 3 trips to the emergency department by different employees this month, actually kind of in the last week. 2 for just not quite feeling right and just went in for evaluation, and 1 employee took a rock to some ribs during TRT training in the river. So all are okay. Most are back to work. Actually, all are back to work now. So there was some trips, kind of a rough month for us. Just nicks and
Yeah.
things, but everyone is okay and back to work. So
Like coming through, so we're done, right? Yeah.
What's that?
Right.
Coming through, we're done.
Yeah.
3 of them out of
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah. So unless you'd like me to go into detail on any of those injuries, there's no other new business from the safety committee.
Did they get transported by AMR, or do we take them? Or not?
None of them chose to be. I think all of them went POV
Okay.
with other employees here.
All right, thanks.
Took good care of them.
Thank you. Risk management group?
No reports, sir.
Thank you. Fairgrounds fire facility report.
We meet in 2 weeks. We did get an opinion back from Brian Schnur, who made a few adjustments in the agreement that has not been signed yet, that I think got forwarded to everybody.
I haven't received an updated version,
Okay.
but I'm sure when
The
the chief's
chief
back.
wanted to look at it first. He added some verbiage at the end that alleviated some liability and some of those sorts of things with folks. So I assume that at the next meeting that'll probably get signed and
Okay.
we'll go forward. I did tell you the one change they made, I think at the last meeting, where they changed the 3-person company to a, not they will, but they may.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
That was Clark Cowles did that?
Yeah, they wanted some flexibility on having 3 people out there. So initial would be, which I think the 1st of June would be an engine and a brush rig. And they'll run the engine on everything except brush calls.
Okay.
But I'll have more at the next meeting.
Okay. Thank you. Parade?
We're gonna have one in 2 weeks from Saturday,
Yeah.
Should we get insurance?
$4,300.
Wow.
Okay.
For one-time event.
And they wanted to know if we were gonna have bomb sniffing dogs. We said no. So, it's all, I mean, they were all about the same price, which is 4 times more than we've ever paid.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
So we'll have to fundraise really hard next year and not have a parade.
Okay.
Okay. All
I
right.
think Chief Russell has an ops plan for that too, so we're all set.
Great. Thank you. Consent agenda.
Move for approval?
Second.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Chief's report.
Yeah, personnel action report. It's in your packet. You can see May's kind of a big month for anniversaries and a couple of retirement announcements. We have Tim Knitz has announced his retirement June 13th after 26 years of service. Damon Gano is retiring in June 30th after 23 years of service. May 1st was Battalion Chief Brian Baum's 27-year anniversary, so 27 years of service for Chief Baum. Fire Captain Rich Rennie, May 1st, 16 years of service. Peter Hosley, 16 years of service. Josh Shernock, 16 years of service. Commissioner Brad Losbeck, May 19th, 11 years of service as a commissioner. Thank you, Mr. Commissioner. Chandler Webb had his 5-year anniversary May 1st, as did Josh Mattert. And myself, it was my 3-year anniversary.
That's great.
During time has flown.
Yeah, time's
Yeah.
flying. Yeah. Wow.
Congratulations to everybody. That's
Yeah.
a lot of monumental achievements there.
Facilities update report. Chief Weaver.
All right, well, just generally speaking, Garrett Signs completed the installations of the mission and the values at all the stations. I don't know if you've seen those, but they look really good. Station 62 had them installed in the foyer and behind the reception desk. Station 63 had them in the hallway that connects the kind of secure mezzanine or the secure foyer to the training room on the oak wall. And then 61, we had them installed where we used to have kind of a picture board up front, so it turned out great. We've had some sound issues out at Station 63 where you can hear a lot of stuff between spaces, and so we have a consultant that we've secured to give us an evaluation of how to alleviate some of those problems. Still waiting for CCSO to finalize their plan on how we're going to program the card keys at Station 151 and the gate. We're working on some healthy in, healthy out initiatives at 62. Cost estimates for 61's remodel will be hopefully presented tomorrow at our OAC meeting. Haven't yet been able to resolve the 62 light issues. Still working on that. We need to update the servers at 61 and 63 with some redundancy in case of failures or malicious attacks. And so there's a proposal that I presented to the fire chief on doing that will go more with our IT provider in the coming weeks. We did some inspections with Chief Todd on the facilities, and he's finalizing a report for that. And then Station 61 remodel. We are in communication with Dr. Alder next door about a couple of trees that we are concerned about. We moved the gate on the south side to a better location. Locution is the system that alerts us in the stations and does a whole bunch of things here. That's an owner furnished item for the remodel, and so we received the proposals from Locution. There's 2 different ones. and we're gonna choose which one we want. I made a recommendation to the chief to go with kind of a more inclusive one than the other, because there's not a huge difference in price. Talking with Candace, our interiors lady, she's working up a proposal for furniture, which is also an owner furnished item. So yeah, that's kind of it for Station 61, until we get our cost estimates, which that's gonna be a point of discussion, I'm sure, once we get that. So Station 62, not a lot going on. Station 63, we had our meeting with our pre-permit, what do you call it? Pre-construction meeting with the county, and had a bunch of questions. They had a bunch of questions for us and the architect. This is for the pre-engineered metal building at 63, and got all those answered. We're expecting a final report from the county this week, and once that is in our hands, I will go for permits for that storage building. So that's good.
So do we do bid on that, or is that a small work roster?
There's 3 levels of it. It's not gonna go to a full bid process, but it'll be a bid process through the small works roster. So, yeah, it doesn't quite meet the threshold that you don't think, but it's right close.
It's gotta be someone. Okay, just curious, thank you.
Any other questions I'm happy to answer?
Are considerations regarding the sound issues that are occurring at Station 63 being taken into consideration as we move forward with this process as well?
Yeah. Yeah.
Street noise maybe?
Well, street noise is only one of the issues, but the real issue out at 63 is noise between floors, noise between dorms, noise between restroom facilities and common spaces, and so it's kind of inconvenient. But yeah, we're addressing all of those issues. That's like kind of been our battle cry going through this.
Yeah, it's definitely not the only fire station with those issues.
It seems that most fire stations suffer from the same issue.
Well,
That when the members get there in the morning, you can hear them in the bunker.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, we want to, you learn every time. Even the architects learn more each time they build a new fire station, and so I think we'll have more success here than we had on the last one regarding those issues. And if we did it again, we'd have even more success the next time. So it's just kind of a process. So.
What do you anticipate with the trees along the property line? I know that we've had this in here a couple times, the discussions ongoing with the dentist next door.
Yeah.
What do you anticipate happening there?
I anticipate that the dentist wants to be a good partner with the fire department, and we want to be a good partner with the community, and so we don't want to ask for too much.
Right.
But there are a couple of trees that are impacting the fence pretty harshly and a lot of the irrigation infrastructure on that side. So we're hopeful that we'll meet a resolution where we will likely include that in some of the other landscaping work that we have here. That's what I anticipate, if I was guessing.
All right. Any other questions, gentlemen?
Thank you.
no,
You're welcome.
Thank you for the update.
My pleasure.
Old business, EMS levy.
Yeah, for an update on the EMS levy, the district has advertised for the pro and con committee appointments. We've received people for the pro appointments, but no one yet for the con. Apparently this is not uncommon. We've also been meeting regularly with our groups. Our newsletter will be mailed out in June, and the frequently asked questions card will go out with the July ballots. Chief is trying to schedule all the neighborhood associations currently and community groups. And then I think a couple of you guys might be meeting next week with Hazelville SCBA on May 11th. And that's the end of that update.
Thank you.
Well, we do have a resolution.
Yeah, that's new business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't push that, I pushed the wrong button.
Want me to go ahead and go with that?
Yeah, let's just move into new
Well, your
business.
voice is with.
Well, yeah, well, I still have it.
Right,
Yeah, so, resolution 2022-06 is a provisional resolution to submit for an EMS levy in the general election. That would be provisional if the August ballot, our August levy did not pass. This would only be submitted if they didn't approve this current resolution that's out now. This will allow the resolution to be brought before the voters again in November, and will allow that. This also allows for the chief to withdraw that resolution if our first resolution passes in August. It needs to be turned in at the same time as the original one, so it can be placed on the ballot, and it's due May 13th. So if the board so chooses to approve that resolution, then I would get you guys' signatures and take that down. probably this
Motion
week.
to approve the resolution, whatever number you said.
2022-06.
That one.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Hopefully we don't need it.
Yeah.
I don't think we will. but-
Fingers crossed. Moving on, sheriff's.
Yeah, Mr. Chair. I just wanted to have a conversation, and I guess, Chief, I know, Fire Chief not being here, I guess, did the sheriff's office reach out to us? I have concern about putting their initiative on the ballot. I have concerns when governmental agencies are competing with one another. And in my experience, albeit in another state, school boards, county sheriffs, fire districts all tried to coordinate with each other so as not to be on the ballot at the same time. And I guess I have a concern when the county, I read in the Columbian, the county is gonna put it on the August ballot, that's gonna affect our taxpayers are gonna have to, read that one, they're gonna read ours, and while ours is a renewal, and I'm fairly confident that, our taxpayers will support that. I have concerns with, is there a relationship that we have with the sheriff where he reached out or we reached out, or what's going on there, or is there anything going on there?
So Chief Maurer and I have met with John Horch. He's a deputy level.
Seen his signs.
What was that?
I've seen
Chief-
I've seen his
Yes,
signs.
he's
yeah.
obviously-
Chief Criminal
he's
Deputy.
campaigning. So we have reached out. We do have a communication line as far as between the fire chief and the sheriff. I can't answer that. I do not know.
Okay.
But yet that communication is new to me. So
Yeah.
I
I guess-
can't speak
I
for Chief Maurer.
I did have a conversation with Sheriff Atkins last week, and they asked the county council to put it on, and the county council was the ones that made the decision when it was gonna be run.
Right.
And he did not want to, he just wanted it on the ballot. He didn't wanna do any further pushing than he's already done to put him over the top. Kevin Hart did speak.
Yeah.
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 I heard that. Yeah.
And basically said the same thing that you did, and the county council decided that they're gonna put on the primary one.
Yeah. Yeah, they're absent some of their members as well at
What?
the commission meeting as well, but.
That's a real, that group has trouble functioning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that, the potential there impacts other partners as well, with Clark Cowlitz being on the ballot.
Clark
District
Ellis,
5 being on
Clark
the
Ellis
ballot.
wanted the school to run theirs in the general,
Yeah.
and they're in the primary, so it's their EMS levy,
Yeah.
the school's levy, and the sheriff's 0.1% sales tax increase,
Yeah.
all on the ballot at the same time up there.
I guess just,
Worse.
I know we probably can't do anything about this one, and I'll talk to the fire chief about it. I would like to see us improve those relationships to where maybe those conversations happen before a public meeting, to where we're engaged in those on who's going when and how that all works out. I think all government agencies across the county could benefit from improving those relationships and making sure we have those conversations. And whether that's staff doing it or whether it's elected officials doing it, I don't care who does it, but we probably should have those conversations before I read it in the paper, I guess.
Right.
So, yeah, thanks, Chief.
Alright. Thank you. Executive session, no need for that this evening. Roundtable, good of the order.
The swearing in ceremony was very nice.
Was, yeah.
Got to find out a little bit about everybody, and
Yeah, it was nice to see. It
it was
was
a nice function.
Yeah, the academy is off and running. Good start. It's our first one with entry-level recruits, so kind of new for our training division, but we're looking forward to it, and I think they're all up for the challenge, and like I said, off to a good start.
Yeah. Very good. Very nice. Let's see. And that lasts 4 months, the academy, is that right?
3 months,
3
12
months.
weeks.
3 months, all right. Anything else, gentlemen?
Not on the
All right.
roundtable, no.
With that, we will need to authorize payment of current bills, pre-authorization transmittal, authorize monthly commissioner compensation.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Meeting is adjourned.